Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As you may or may not have noticed the last couple months, I've been slacking on the videos. I actually started my own plumbing company, so I've been jamming away at that, making sure that that gets up and running smoothly, which it has been. So it's time to get back into the roll of things. Now, if you've been following me on Instagram, then you've seen that my brother moved in with us down here in Florida, and we're actually in the middle of building a competition E46 build. I've been posting a lot on there. It's mainly him that's been making all the progress while I've been working. I just jump in here and there and just help knock some things out. But we'll be getting into some videos on that over the next couple weeks. But in the meantime, we need to go ahead and start prepping for Klutch Kickers. It's next week. We're entering into round 4. Like I said, I've been super busy the last couple months, so we've had to miss the last couple rounds, but it's okay. Just kind of doing what I have to do, priorities first. But we are going to enter round 4, so we need to go ahead and get the E30 ready. Here is the E46. I'll give you guys just a, quick little look inside the garage here. Like I said, it's a disaster. Ignore the mess right now. But it's been coming along nicely. We've been making tons of progress. My brother's been doing a lot of the work, so videos haven't really been too fluid. It's kind of hard to really make consistent, organized videos like I did on the E30 with this one, just because I'm not so involved with it. But I will catch you guys up to speed, and from there on out, we should be able to make a lot of videos covering the rest of the work that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull a bunch of this stuff out of the garage so I can get the E30 out of this little hole that it's stuck in. Let's go ahead and give this thing a bath. Yep. All right, that's looking much better now. So we have a handful of things that we need to go ahead and do. We need to do oil change, spark plugs. I want to nut and bolt check the whole car as well as cleaning out my trailer. So we'll go ahead and just head down to the store and we'll get right to it. So I'll try to explain a little bit about the E46 while I'm driving to go get some oil here. Like I said, my brother moved down to Florida. He came to live with us. He had sold his company and a couple boats. He was building like custom aluminum boats. Sold a couple of them, and he's been wanting to drift for a long time. He has a little bit of experience. So he sold all that, moved down here, and he went ahead and just ordered everything that we need for the car start to finish. So he's just been jamming away, making most of the progress. I just hop in and help finish some stuff here and there, or just knock something out real quick. But a ton of progress has already been made. We stripped down the car to the bare shell, reinforced the chassis front to back, reinforced all the subframes, did all the bushings, did the cage, painted the cage. All the fabrication work is done. My brother shaved the bay and got it painted as well. We actually already have the motor and trans in the car. So like I said, I'll catch you guys up to speed soon, but it's gonna be badass. Also, something I didn't mention is we switched the E30 to 17s, so I have a better tire selection to drift on. The 16s, the biggest I could get was like a 205 if I was gonna keep running the Accelera 651s. So I switched to 17s. We're running a 235, which should greatly help with grip on the cars. But the studs I have on the rear of the car won't allow me to run the 17s I want to with the spacer that I need to run also. So I'm gonna pull a couple 90 mil studs off the E46 that we just put on and put them on the back of the car, at least for Klutch Kickers, so I can just run these 17s. good to go, running smooth. Okay, so oil's changed, spark plugs are done, sounds good, no misfires. Next thing at hand is I want to get a bigger spacer on these 17s that we're running, and I don't have the studs to do it. So I'm going to pull these 90 mils that are on the E46 and swap them over to my car. So these are the studs I currently have. I used to have some 90 mil, then I got rid of them and put on some shorter, I think these are 75 mil, and cut them down for the spacers I've been running. So I need to double nut all of these and use a pipe wrench or something to unthread all these out so I can put the 90 mils in. All right, so oil change is done, spark plugs are done, all of the studs are swapped over so I can run the spacers, and it's just about perfect. I'm happy with that. So we're gonna take it for a little cruise around the block, make sure there's no misfire, and I'll gotta re-gap the plugs. All right, well, it's definitely more gripped up. I got them dropped down to like 20 PSI right now, so I'll probably go down a couple more pounds once we're at the track and just kind of feel it out, but already much better on the street. So the last thing that we need to do is just nut and bolt check the car. I'd already done the front about a week or two ago when I upgraded my inner tie rods, so I'm just gonna go over the rear. I know everything up to the diff from the drive shaft is tight. So now I have helper bags on the Yukon just so it doesn't sag so much pulling the trailer. It's way overkill for what I'm using, but it does work. Now what I like to do just to get the maximum amount of height on the Yukon is I'll actually hook up the trailer and then I'll use the trailer to jack it back up to fully open up the spring. Then I'll inflate the helper bags through this little fitting I have here and then drop it back down, and that keeps it almost at a perfect height to pull this trailer. And then I'll drop it back down and we'll have a good ride height for the trailer and the Yukon. And as you see, there's no sag in the Yukon whatsoever. It's all nice and level.
What are you doing, Daddy?
Putting some tires in the trailer. What are you doing, Brooklyn? Come on. Woo! Run, run, run. Whee! Good job. All right, guys. Well, we got the car loaded up into the trailer. It's good to go. I need to do a little more organizing before we leave, but we're all good to go. We're all set for round 4. I do need to load up the mini bike as well, but I snapped the master link on the chain, so I'll swap a new one on that tomorrow. So that way when we're down there, we can ride it around the track, get a feel for the layout, and yeah, we'll be good to go. I'm really excited for this round. I'm bummed that I had to miss the last 2 rounds, but like I said in the beginning of the video, I've been trying to get my new company up and going, and it's been going better than I could have ever hoped for, so I'm super thankful for that. But yeah, we're back on a normal schedule now and getting back to competition, so I will see you guys here in a few days when we go to round 4, and we'll see how it goes. Like always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.